Hi, I've gotten a lot of messages from people to talk about Microsoft's interview process, so here's a quick video on that. First of all, you will get an initial email from a recruiting team saying that your application has been selected. This recruiter is going to call you and ask you about your previous experience, your resume, and things that you have done and why you have applied for the position, what makes you a perfect candidate. After the initial recruiting interview, there will be first phone screen interview. The interview is going to touch on high level of what your past experience look like, a little more in detail about how your experience is mapping tool that you have applied for. It will be a mixed bag of questions about your background, about your resume, about your personality, about your past experiences, some personality questions to figure out like if you're a good match for Microsoft. If you've cleared the phone screen interview, you get added to this program which is called a loop, in which you would have to go through 3 or 4 interviews back to back in the same day, either in person or on Teams. The loop is divided into 3 different parts. One is going to be the technical acumen, the second is going to be the sales and leadership, and third is going to be the cultural fit. Let's talk about each of them. The technical interview is going to be different for different roles. Interviews are going to be very deep technical questions where interviewer is going to ask you about your technical background, how deep you are, what kind of technologies that you've worked for, what kind of projects that you've worked for, what kind of companies you have worked for, how do you think broadly about technology, especially now with AI and cloud computing. How do you think about it? Even if you're applying for a product role or non-technical role, you still need to know about AI and technology and how it works and how the ecosystem works. Part of the interview is sales and leadership. The interview is trying to figure out that if you have the sales acumen to actually talk to customers, to understand like how the business is run, what's your thought process around building a product and selling a product, how do you think about scaling something, are your leadership skills, are you a team player or not, what is your idea of building alone or building together, what would you do if you are put in a difficult spot. These are all the things that you need to prepare for. Third and the most important section is cultural fit. A lot of people clear the first 2 sections of the interview and not the third one because they did not prepare for that enough. It's all about empowering others, making sure that others are successful as well, talking about your work ethics, responsibility, taking ownership of these kind of things, taking ownership of your work, and talking about things that matter more than just individual contribution. All the things that Microsoft look for when it comes to a cultural fit. So once you clear all of that, you will have a final interview with the hiring manager. Hiring manager is going to talk about the team that they are potentially hiring you for. Make sure you have some questions about like the team, the kind of work that you will be doing, how to be productive, and all of that is still part of the interview. Hope this was helpful. If you want me to talk more about some particular aspect of an interview, happy to do that. Please comment below and I can make another video on that. For now, Khuda Hafiz.